Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here and welcome back to another crypto video. Today's video is going to be split up into three parts. First, I want to tell you guys about a couple of coins that have not hit the market just quite yet that I think are about to go insane, and I'll also guide you guys through how I am going to be buying them and how you can most likely do the same. The risk of these coins is extremely low and the profit extremely high, being the point that it is kind of difficult to buy. That's why it can have such a low risk, high reward, because it's not as easy to buy. Then I want to move over into a couple of altcoins that I've been buying really heavily. These are already on the market and I think everybody should have these in their portfolio. And at the end, I want to kind of talk about the US's current situation around crypto regulations and also kind of what pumped the crypto market down right now and why I think a recovery is about to get crazy. Now, I guess before we go into all those three subjects right now, beautiful market, huh? Beautiful, just beautiful to look at this. I like this. Every time we're in the green like this, I get a little smile on my face, even though I like the red days. I like it. I like it when I can buy myself some juicy, when I can buy myself some juicy little discounted crypto, but you know, the green, at the end of the day, it feels just a little bit better. I think you guys have the same type of feeling, huh? I also noticed, guys, we are literally on my phone right now, whilst recording this video. We are at 135,999 subscribers. And I've been refreshing for a little bit. Oh, now we're actually at 135,998, so we've lost a subscriber. Ooh, that hurt. Who's going to be the 136,000 sub, huh? It's going to be interesting. You can't sub twice, unfortunately. No, okay. So, a couple of coins that we're going to be buying shortly here, guys. I've already covered on the channel. I know. However, there's a new coin which just got added to the game. And the coin, it is called PTU. It is apparently from an Indonesian crypto exchange. And even though we're not going to be able to buy a whole lot, the cap is 8,000. Which basically means here we can buy up to, I believe, $2,000 worth or so. How this works is there's 4 million in total. There's most likely going to be tens of thousands of people participating. And all you need is to have yourself a Bybit account. Link is down below. Right now there's some crazy bonuses, so make sure you check it out. And to get yourself some BIT, which is Bybit's native token. Now, as I've stated before, I personally think it is very smart to get yourself BIT early because I'm going to hold this BIT for the next couple of years as there's going to be more and more of these launches which are going to come up, but also because it's just another token from an exchange like BNB, like Crow, like KCC that I always talk about on my channel here that I think are smart to hold. So I just think it's a good hold anyway. And from that perspective, if you can actually utilize that hold then to buy into these tokens, oh boy, is that a good deal. So yeah, you're going to need quite a lot of BIT, by the way, to actually get yourself all the way towards this cap. But here's the previous coin that launched, right? We bought this coin for 80 cents and the majority of people only got about one. I, however, put in a lot of BIT and got myself, I think, 400 of these tokens. Let's see, guys. So I bought myself, I think, is it 400 or 500? No, it's 500. So I bought myself 500 of these tokens. It didn't cost much. Let's see, $400. So $400 bought me 500 tokens. However, it did cost me a lot of BIT to have in. So once more, guys, I did not need a lot of money to buy this. I bought, let's see here now, 500 times 25. Right now, that's about $12,500 that I have. And it cost me about 400. So we have $12,100 profit. The only problem is you need quite a lot of BIT to make that possible, and I don't think many of you guys will get that done, but I digress, right? It's been a pretty good coin over the day. There was another one which actually launched earlier, because you can check it out here. The launch pad, you can see the previous launches. Let's try to quickly find that here over in the launch pad. So we had, at first, CBX, or first we have BIT, by the way, which launched at like $1, oh, maybe $2, no, I'm not sure what the launch price was anymore. It wasn't that high. Yeah, I can't say. It says here it was $2.80, but I don't believe that was the launch price at which it launched. No, I don't believe that at all. Whatever, I digress, right? We got CBX as kind of a first one. We did buy that one too. I'm not sure what the price is right now, to be honest with you. We can quickly check that out if we can find ourselves the CBX or the logo. I didn't prepare this because I kind of forgot about CBX. The price of this one, I also forgot. Pretty cheap. Right now, however, it's kind of become worthless, I guess. 80 cents or so. That is right now. Let's quickly see. Right now, it's about 80 cents. It was about, let's quickly see here. 5,000 CBX max, which I think was like 10 cents a pop, I think. So it's times 8 or so that it went. All right, it's just kind of to keep a little, mental thing for ourselves. So this is about times, let's say 8 or so they were at right now. For the other one, for the gene here, people were really sad at the start when the price pumped and dumped because it went on FTX first, yada yada, doesn't matter. Right now it's all the way at $25. So some very good amount of profit from 80 cents to $25, doing really well. And I do expect this next token on Bybit to do the same. And guys, to kind of help you all out, I'm giving away 10 BIT to the next, let's say it was 125. However, I think 110 people have signed up. So the next 10 people, just to kind of make it easy on myself, the next 10 people that join Bybit, you can actually get yourself a nice little bonus, deposit bonus, which is juicy. But I will also give you 10 BIT. All you have to do, guys, is make one trade. But while you're at it, guys, there's also another little thing, which is the Go Bananas little, I guess, how do I call this? Competition. You can just press this little button right there, which means there's $1 million to be won for just making one trade. You need to trade $10 worth. Make sure you get that done ASAP. And even if you decide to never trade on Bybit again, all fine. But make sure you use bonuses to your best advantage and join as many competitions as possible, because sometimes you win big. Just check Telegram. There's a couple of people who have won thousands of dollars from entering a couple of my competitions, so it's worth it. All right, and then a couple of other coins that we have bought early, guys, are going to be or that we're going to buy early, are the Lovelace one and the Meta VPAT one. I'll make guides for all these a little bit further down the line when we really need to, because I've made one for Lovelace now, how to buy it. It's on my channel somewhere. The Meta VPAD, there's going to be a tutorial on there pretty soon, so do not worry about that. The Lovelace one is, let's see here. The Meta VPAD one, I'll make a tutorial on soon. And this one, I'll make a tutorial for as well if you guys really want it. But I think you can really easily find it out. All you need is BIT and just press one little button. But I'm personally going to be joining that because it's a freaking juicy amount of money that we're most likely going to make from this one. Again, it's just my assumption because these things usually do pretty damn well. A couple of bigger gain coins we've had before was the PulsePad one, still doing really amazing. The Valhalla one has actually got a nice little bounce here on itself. It's pretty scary how this one is moving, but it's still times 220 from our buying price. And then we have BitOrbit, which is still at about, I'm going to say 80 times our buying price. Not 80%, 80 times. So $1 became 80. Here, $1 became $210. And here, $1 became $340. So I think the same is going to happen for these two tokens, but I digress. Then, let's go into subject number 2 of today, right? What coins am I buying that are already public, that are already out there? The reason I want to also talk about that is because a lot of people in my chat box are like, well, but if I'm from the US, some of these things are difficult to get into because of requirements, of some requirements. And I really, really get that. So I always try to also put in a little bit of a what altcoins do I think are best for people that can only buy on the markets right now. And I've already done that during my stream today. So hopefully you did pay attention. This little stream right here, we talked about some of my best coins right now. But if you didn't, so what I bought earlier this morning was a whole list of things. However, I've been getting heavier into AVAX because I think it's going to be a $60 billion market cap end of year, if not a little bit further down. But really, I think it's going to go amazing. My ADA portfolio has not been increased, but I'm really once more assuring people that this is a really undervalued project. Right now, Solana is away from $250. It's going to most likely come back to there within a spot. Like Polkadot, all these coins are at the top. They're going to bounce back really hard, really quickly. It's not going to take too long. So those are like at the top here, these are like the guaranteed picks, if you ask me. Not financial advice, just my own opinion, but those are like the guaranteed picks. If we go a little bit further, here are where the gains are starting to happen. AVAX, Luna, Crypto.com, those are where gains are almost certain, with a little bit more risk, obviously, but almost certain as well. Crypto.com is like one of the easiest one to buy, even though it's not undervalued at all. It's like a continuing to grow type of crypto, which will most likely just, as I said, keep on growing. Same thing for AVAX. They'll just keep growing on. Then the metaverse coins, because I've been really heavily into metaverse, you guys most likely know it. I've kind of stacked up on those. I don't think there's really much more that I can buy. I've really filled my bags with metaverse to the brim, so my buckets are kind of full. I've bought so much of these 3 coins right here that if you see my portfolio, you would kind of, be like, disgusting. why does he only hold metaverse coins? That's what it feels like to me. But if we're talking metaverse, I hold these 3 ones. I have a little bit of Alice, which I cannot really say anybody should buy. I just had it because I bought it early. Blacktopia, I bought a good chunk of. I bought some Starlink and Illuvium because of you guys in the comment section, which today is doing really well, so I like that. But mostly I have this one, the Star Atlas as well. And look at that. Look at the daily performance on all these coins, guys. Got some DAR, got some VRA, mostly because you guys have been telling me to get it. And I think that's it for the metaverse stuff, except for Meta Hero, which I have a little bit of, but that's mostly because you guys said so. I'm not too sure how massively adopted that's going to become, but I did buy it because of you guys, all right? So, but look at all those coins and how they perform today. Most of these things are up some crazy percentages because people know metaverse is the freaking. It's just so good. It's so good. It's so good. All right, let's continue on because I digress a little bit. I hold Algorand, a good chunk of it. I've also bought during the last little cycle here, which is also doing really, really well today. Let's quickly see. I bought some IOTA, mostly because I was a pretty big IOTA fan. But then I really didn't see too many updates from them, so I kind of quit. But now, lately, I've been seeing quite a lot of updates, so I bought a little bit more IOTA. Let's see here if there's anything that I did buy right now. I used to be a big AVA fan, but they kind of fell off on the short term, right? I wouldn't really buy too crazy into that one right now. Let's see. The Cadena, I bought a little bit more from just now. And there were a couple of other ones. Let's quickly see here, guys. I need to kind of check it. Look at this. SafeMoon pumping up 40%. That is crazy. Yeah, no, I've kind of forgotten, I guess. Oh, at QNT and XDC. So Quant and NXDC I bought heavily into. That's what I also bought today. And let's see if there's anything else. No, I don't think there's anything else in the top 100 that I've just got heavily into. I need to kind of remember because, of course, it's been like 9 hours since I did buy it. And I buy coins pretty often. But today I had a really big swoop where I went to look at what type of dollars I had left and picked a lot up. This was in the morning. And a couple of hours later, things started to do really well. And I was kind of happy that I was live streaming when things started to pick back up in the market. But I told you all, I'm focusing on altcoins right now, not on Bitcoin, as I believe altcoins is where the big money is to be made right now. So yes, guys, I do not intend on buying Bitcoin over the next couple of months even. I'm going altcoins, altcoins, altcoins. And that has really changed. Because a couple of weeks ago, I was telling you, no, Bitcoin, 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 and then later go to altcoins. Right now is that point. Right now, we are seeing all these altcoins outperform Bitcoin. This is altcoin season about to happen. Sometimes it happens after a little Bitcoin dip like we're seeing right here. Pretty big dip if you ask me. But that's, I guess, where point number 3 comes in of today, which is the US regulations. I honestly believe this is where, or basically what brought, hey, I see a new pair over on Bybit. GM to USDT and SLP to USDT just live. I just got a notification on my iPad here. So that's pretty juicy. There's 2 new pairs coming up. So we got the SLP, Smooth Love Potion. Let's quickly see if we can find it here. I saw it already, but I thought it was, let's see here on my iPad. Let me give me a second. We got GM. I'm not even sure what GM is. And Smooth Love Potion that just got added to this list. And GM is more at the top here, so it's not even in there. Just, oh, here, GM. Not sure what GM does or what it is. Never heard this coin in my life before. But it just got added. Really nice. So if you're a fan, by the way, guys, if you didn't press the like button yet, maybe right now is your time if you like the video. If you have any coin that you'd like to get listed, send me a message because I can always try to ask them to get it listed if there's a coin that you really love. Make sure you actually try that. Just join the Telegram and ask me in there. All right? And just ask me. Say, hey, Dusty, let's get this listed on Bybit. And I can ask them. It's not that it's necessarily going to work, but I can at least try. Just kind of thought about that. All right. Let's talk about the U.S. situation. I honestly think that this is what caught the market by a little bit of a surprise. What basically happened in the U.S., right, is the U.S. infrastructure bill got signed by Biden. And people right now are really scared that it's going to really destroy crypto. For example, Brian Armstrong from Coinbase said, the 6050L provision in the infrastructure bill seems like a disaster, if I understand it. Criminal felony statute that could freeze a lot of healthy crypto behavior like DeFi in the US. And I called that before a thing that's most likely going to happen. As miners and validators, hardware and software developers, protocol developers are not actual brokers and do not collect or have reason to collect the information required under the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act. This new act in bill would basically make it so that all those guys, like a DeFi provider, to kind of cut it short, would have to get all the KYC information and get a proper logbook of everybody who uses that. It's going to make things just extremely, extremely difficult. Nobody is against paying taxes. I mean, no, not many people like it, but nobody's trying to say, oh, we don't want tax for these people. We just do not want the requirement of reporting where it's impossible to do. Rep Darren Soto said, we stand united to ensure more my iPad here fell off. I'm not exactly sure what happened there. We stand united to ensure more tax certainty for crypto and work with the IRS on key reforms together. We will continue to support innovation and protect consumers. This was a little while ago. Right now, we're also seeing Senator Cynthia Lummis just now saying Digital assets are here to stay, and responsible regulation that protects consumers from bad actors is important. However, we also have to make sure we aren't stifling innovation. Ron Wyden and I are making sure that tax reporting requirements are clear and don't put an undue burden on entities that have no information to give the IRS, which at the end of the day, guys, I think will get fixed. Why? Well, because the infrastructure bill scare, which caught the market by kind of surprise because some people thought it would have been, reversed, it will only go into effect from 2024 on forward. And by the time, there's a couple of things which could happen. One is that the crypto space will have adapted so far where we're basically at a point where KYC is kind of everywhere and people just know stuff from each other and all is just good and all is going to be safe because crypto evolves this quickly, right? In 3 years, we're going to be so far. On the other hand, I'm thinking, well, by the time crypto will be so adopted that people will stand for it so much to be against a system like this, well, there'll just have to be changes. Right now, they can get away with it because crypto's not as big. So when they pull this through, there could be a lot of people who are like, no, we don't need to vote differently because of crypto. What is crypto? It's just a fad. Where in a couple of years from now, let's say a year and a half, most likely it'll be so much bigger that they cannot really be against it anymore. And I think that people are going to put so much pressure on them as we get closer and closer to the date. I don't think it's going to pull through at the end of the day, guys. So I'm not too worried about it, which is also why I keep sharing with you guys. If you're selling your crypto right now, anticipating a big bear run, I feel bad for you. Not because it's actually, completely stupid. Of course not. I cannot say that. But it is such a high risk to sell or to go bearish, basically, in such a bull market. It's just, I don't really think it's a really smart idea. Then again, at the end of the day, nobody can really know. Maybe you are the genius because you sold at the exact highest point. I mean, Plan B still insists Bitcoin will hit $98,000 by the end of November, even as markets fall. I guess all we can say is let us see. Let us see. $100,000 by the end of November. I want to see it. It's still a doubling of price, but I mean, it doesn't look too strange for me. Oh, guys, I keep sharing with you all. I am so excited about crypto and the crypto space. I believe in it so much, you don't even want to know how much I believe in it. But I tell everybody, I guess, every day, Because that's what I do on this YouTube channel. Tell you guys how much I believe in crypto and my plan. All right, guys, I refreshed again. We're right now back to 135,999 subs. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you press that button. If you haven't yet, make sure you press the like button if you did enjoy the video. Otherwise, of course, you never have to press it. And I'll see you guys again in another crypto video. But make sure you have your notification bell on. Because every here and there, guys, I have opportunities. But they only are there for like a couple of hours sometimes. Right now, I'm thinking, should I share it on Telegram? Where should I share it? But maybe if I ever share it on YouTube and you have a couple of hours to react, you might want to have your notification bell on for those types of scenarios. So make sure you check it out. And I'll see you guys again in another crypto video later today or tomorrow, whatever.